I'm taking Toyota's top-of-the-line Avalon Hybrid on a long road trip to see if it strikes a great balance between luxury comfort and hybrid fuel economy. Will I be impressed? Let's find out. I definitely like its looks. It looks modern and luxurious and disguises its large size very well. The blue badges let you know that this one is the Avalon Hybrid. Overall, I think the shape pulls it off with an understated elegance. I think the interior definitely invokes a sense of elegance and luxury. I really like the two-tone leather look that they've used, and these seats are definitely comfortable. I survived over 600 miles at one shot, so that's definitely something to say. Comfortable, power-adjusted seats that are also heated. Inside the armrest, you'll find storage. There's a tray here, and of course deeper storage right there with an additional charger as well. Moving forward, you get two cup holders. Here are the controls for the heated seats, and right here is the drive mode control. EV keeps you in all electric under 25 miles per hour. Eco gives you the best fuel economy, and Sport, well, Sport is definitely impressive. More on that later. You get a standard automatic transmission, but you also have a Sport mode, and you can shift it yourself too. No paddle controls on the steering wheel, but I like shifting here better. On the center console, you can hide everything if you want, or open it up, and there's your USB input and also two chargers and some storage. Moving up, you have your dual zone climate control. And on the infotainment screen with Bluetooth, you can sync it to your phone with Toyota Entune. You get control of several apps, and you can go ahead and scroll through them. There's also movies, sports, stocks, open table, which is a restaurant guide, and also traffic, which comes in very handy. The steering wheel gives you controls for the radio and also the menus up front. Over here, you get control for Bluetooth and also audio control. And here, on this display button, you can control this information screen. You get push button start and also Toyota's standard cruise control. You get a normal speedometer, and over here, this one is a little different. Not quite a tachometer, but it does show you whether you're in charge mode, eco mode, or power. Overall, I think Toyota did a great job. It's very luxurious. I like the two-tone look, and the technology is also great. Out back, you get your own vents, which is nice, and there's also seating for three, although we are using it more for storage. I did have two friends back here, and they were definitely impressed with the legroom and overall comfort too. Well, I'm certainly impressed with the trunk because it fit this nice antique vanity as well as our suitcases over here. So definitely a large trunk, even though it's slightly impeded by the hybrid batteries. Still very impressive. Powering the Toyota Avalon Hybrid is a 2.5-liter dual overhead cam 4-cylinder which produces 156 horsepower. With the hybrid motor, total horsepower is rated at 200. Mated to a 2-speed CVT transmission, acceleration is pretty good for a hybrid, with 0 to 60 taking just 7.5 seconds on the way to a 15.6 quarter-mile time. Fuel economy is rated at 40 miles per gallon in the city and 39 miles per gallon on the highway. You can expect 40 miles per gallon overall. So pricing for the Toyota Avalon starts out at $31,750. The hybrid starts out at $35,555. Now, the XLE touring version that I'm driving starts out at $37,250, and it comes fully loaded. And basically, you're out the door at just over $38,270. So a pretty square deal for such a fully loaded car that gets incredible gas mileage. I'm very impressed with the Avalon's range. Traveled over 130 miles already, and it says I have 435 more to go. So that's 565 miles basically on a tank of gas, and that's a nice distance. And the fact that it doesn't fluctuate whether you're driving in city or on the highway, you're always around 40 miles per gallon, is definitely very impressive. Okay, let's see what happens when we engage the sport mode. Well, for one, sport mode lights up on the dash. See, it says sport up top there. And oh yeah, It's an entirely different personality. When you press the gas in the eco mode, it just kind of slowly lurches up the rev band. But it actually develops personality in sport mode. Very impressive. Kind of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing. And Toyota, just like Lexus, they've been looking to make their cars really have more feel on the road. They want them to be more fun to drive. And you listen to that engine and realize that this is a hybrid. I think they've done a good job here. So the last time I drove this far south on a road trip, I was driving an Infiniti M30 convertible, and that car was made between 1991 and 1992, and so it was a totally different animal than this one, and it's really amazing. In fact, a lot of people ask me, hey, which car is great? They say, hey, you don't say that many negative things about the cars you review. And really, that's because the cars are really so good these days. This Toyota Avalon hybrid is absolutely everything you'd want in a car that you're going to take on a long road trip. It's extremely economical, it's very large, it's very comfortable, it's got all the latest technology, it's easy to use that technology, it integrates with your phone, and it really has everything you'd want. So I've got to say, driving the Toyota Avalon hybrid has been a real pleasure on this long road trip. And here we are in Atlanta. And I gotta say, it was raining cats and dogs where the home of the Weather Channel is. How appropriate. Anyway, the Avalon actually gripped the road very well. There was a couple spots where some cars would have hydroplaned. I'm talking about very intense rain.
Route calculation.
Hello, navigation. Very intense rain and kind of
3 miles.
A lot of traffic too. So with the combination of that intense rain and traffic, you were getting a lot of spray up from the road and also a lot of water flowing around. And I've got to say, I felt very confident in the Avalon. No problems to report. Having tested other luxury cars like Infiniti, Lexus, and BMW, I really think that the Avalon here has most of what those other cars have. I would like to see ventilated seats, but really that's about it. It's got plenty of chargers, it's got a USB hookup for music, it's got really all the luxury you need, sunroof, and certainly plenty of space. So you're not suffering in the Avalon hybrid. Like I said, it's very impressive in terms of its luxury, and I also like the overall design and ease of use, basic ergonomics. I think it's a very well laid out car. So on this long road trip, I have to say the Avalon has been an excellent travel companion, and to me the most important thing, 40 miles per gallon, any way you drive it. I think that's very impressive. I do think everyone should own a hybrid, and if you're in the market for a luxury hybrid, then you definitely have to drive the Avalon here. It's been a great road trip. Thanks for watching. I'm Drivin' Ivan Katz.